Coming up right now on SUTV News, the State of the Union address targets college tuition.
And Shippensburg addresses could be changing.
It's all coming up right now.
Back in 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Hello and thanks for joining us on SUTV News. I'm Casey Peel.
And I'm Amanda Peterson. President Obama is calling on Congress to help college students. In the State of the Union address Tuesday, President Obama told lawmakers that the government must help young people. He wants Congress to extend the tuition tax credit, double the number of work-study jobs, and help students who must take out loans.
At a time when Americans owe more in tuition debt than credit card debt, this Congress needs to stop the interest rates on student loans from doubling in July.
Obama called on colleges and universities to do their part to help keep the cost of education down. He vows to cut government funding for schools that raise tuition.
State College is closing out a week of mourning for former football coach Joe Paterno. Thousands attended a public memorial service today at the Bryce Jordan Center. Flags still fly half-staff in memory of Joe Pa. The 85-year-old was buried yesterday. He died Sunday after a short battle with lung cancer. The Paterno family asks for donations to go to Penn State's Thon or the Special Olympics. Thon is coming up next month.
You may not have to move your house to move counties. The Cumberland-Franklin County line splits through Shippensburg Borough. Borough Council is working on a plan to make all of Shippensburg part of Cumberland County. The line will stretch beyond Weiss Markets in the north and on the south side past Shively Motors. Council members hope the shift will make voting easier and even taxes.
If I push one way or the other, from a political standpoint, I'd much rather be in Franklin County because it would make us a voting bloc that would be larger than the Cumberland County area.
The state legislature will make the final decision. Don't go away. Still to come on SUTV News, we have a lot of ideas to help you get involved on campus.
It's coming up next. Going Green preserves our Earth's natural resources, and SHIP's Environmental Club is making it easy for students to help.
Environmental Club is a student-run group on campus that basically does anything with the environment. Our biggest things are we do an Earth Day festival, recycling.
The club collects recyclable materials like juice and milk cartons, number 5 plastics, bottle caps, and batteries to make crafts for Earth Day. To get involved in the Environmental Club, email officers at enviro@ship.edu. Meetings are Monday nights at 9:20 in McFeely's, and the first meeting is Monday, January 30th. Next Wednesday, university officials will test the emergency alert system. Students who registered for a text alert will get a message to their cell phones, and other students will receive email. In addition, the school will test the outdoor emergency public address system. If you haven't registered for emergency alerts, go to my.ship.edu, click on the alert notification link, and follow the directions.
Email brings new meaning to the word phishing. Phishing still requires bait and a hook, but now the bait is you and the hook is an email message. Scammers are sending phishing messages to SHIP email accounts. To avoid being hooked, make sure you never send your username and password in an email, and never click on a link until you verify the source. Don't rely on your spam filter to catch these emails. The phishers have ways to get around them. Bump, Set, Spike. Men's and women's intramural volleyball meets Monday, February 6th at 9:30 p.m. in the Grove Hall Forum. Anyone interested in forming a team must attend the meeting with no more than 2 of your teammates. If you have questions, email the rec center at rec@ship.edu.
It's not just black and white, but it's still red all over campus. The Slate is looking for students who want to improve their writing skills. The Slate can create networking opportunities for students. If you need portfolio pieces or want to get involved on campus, the Slate is a great place to start. Any major is welcome and no experience is necessary. For more information, email the Slate at slate.ship@gmail.com.
The Women's Institute for Leadership and Learning is hosting a workshop. If you want to improve leadership skills, this workshop is for you. Topics cover career development, effective program planning, stress management, and more. To register, email Tiffany Condi at mclrd@ship.edu or stop by the Women's Center in Horton Hall. Registration ends February 1st. Coming up on SUTV News, there is a new cell phone app that will help you pinch pennies. We'll show you how.
And Zach Briscoe has your weekend weather forecast. Don't go away.
Welcome back to SUTV News. Casey, this weather has been anything but consistent.
I know, so let's see what Zach Briscoe has for our weekend weather. Hey, Zach.
Good evening, everybody. The rain continues, and it will continue throughout the night, as that has been the pattern here lately. Rain, 41 degrees tonight for your low. Upper 30s to lower 40s for the lows tonight around the state. Tomorrow, rain will continue, 47 degrees for the high. The rain will be heavy at times. Looking at your 5-day forecast, finally some clearing skies come, partly cloudy skies for the weekend and in to start your next week, even 50 degrees by Tuesday. We're going to take a look at some weather vocabulary, and what we're in right now is the La Nina. This is a photograph brought to you by the National Weather Service, and what La Nina does is create the polar jet, which controls the cold air in winter, further to our north. That allows warm air to surge into the east, and that's why we've been getting so much rain and warm weather this winter. Now back to the desk.
If you need something to do this Friday and you don't want to spend a lot of money, come to McFeely's Coffee House. The Red Zone programming series is hosting a free performance by the Bergamot. The Bergamot is an organic pop singing duet, and the performance starts at 10. Stores around campus might just have deals for you. Android and iPhone users rejoice. The new app called Around Campus gives college students discounts at stores near their school. University Directories, a division of UCampus Media, recently launched the free mobile app. The app is a mobile version of the company's national couponing website, aroundcampus.com. To access and use the coupons, select College City, select the business you like, and then check out the coupon. Some local businesses participating are Pizza Hut, Biscotti, and Gorilla Tattoo.
Classes just began, but some students, myself included, are already feeling the stress. If you need to unwind, come down to the Simply Wellbeing series. Each Thursday in Wright Hall, the Counseling Center has a new workshop. The workshops are free to students, faculty, and staff. For more information, call the Counseling Center at 717-477-1481. Stretch on over to the Spiritual Center Chapel. Every Wednesday, Yoga for Health helps students, faculty, and staff relax for free. The Mindfulness Movement hosts yoga from 1:30 to 2:30. For more information, contact the Counseling Center.
Still to come on SUTV News, Sean Gallagher's Sports Report.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to SUTV News.
Sean Gallagher now joins us for sports. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Casey. Hi, Amanda. Well, we jumped right back into it, SUTV Sports, having our first broadcast of the year with basketball, and with that, we got some highlights.
Nice.
Well, both basketball teams had a lot of work ahead of them, with 11 games remaining coming into last Saturday against the East Stroudsburg Warriors.
Taking on the Lady Red Raiders. Early on in the game, East Stroudsburg's offense definitely struggled. Only 2 of 27 from inside the field in the first half, as Monet Baker grabs the defensive rebound. Now, Baker had a great game for Shippensburg. She picked up her 6th double-double of the year, 10 defensive rebounds, 11 points in the game, 7 rebounds coming in the first half. The Red Raiders took advantage of the struggling Warrior offense as Dana Word hits the 3, putting Ship up early 10-0. The offensive woes continue for East Stroudsburg as Caitlin Bamberger picks it off and gives it to Sarah Strybuck, who drains it from outside. Ship up 19-4, and this is not a mistake at halftime. 31-6 Shippensburg, just showing you how lopsided the score was. East Stroudsburg started to find their offense in the second half, but it was too little too late as Strybuck hits another 3 to put Ship up by 30. The Lady Red Raiders would win this game easily, 63-44. Meanwhile, the men's team looked to snap a 4-game losing streak as they faced the Warrior men, who were in the fight for a playoff spot at 10-7. Early on, game tied at 8 as Wiz Grant hits the 3. And watch this, a turnover by Shippensburg as Blair Ramsey grabs it and puts it in for the easy 2. A 5-point swing puts East Stroudsburg up 13-8. Shippensburg struggling with turnovers this year. Ship stuck with the Warriors, though, as freshman Reggie Charles hits the 3, tying the game at 17. Ship would take a 2-point lead into the locker room, but the Warriors edged out Ship in the second half. Toward the end of the game, Dame Lauber puts in the final shot. Lauber had 15 points to lead all scorers, but Ship drops their 5th straight, 69-64.
The teams traveled to Millersville last night to take on the Marauders, and both teams came out empty-handed. The women's team lost 75-60, and the men extend their losing streak to 6, dropping another close one, 75-70. Both teams play again this Saturday as they host the Cheney Wolves at Higas Fieldhouse beginning at 1 p.m. Being a home game, SUTV will bring you the games on Channel 82 on campus and 21 off campus. Calling all Shippensburg alumni of basketball. The teams are hosting alumni games on February 4th when the Red Raiders face Mansfield. The women's alumni game will begin at 10 a.m. and the alumni game for the men will begin following the men's basketball game around 5 p.m. If you are an alumni of Ship basketball and want to take part in the game, contact the women's basketball office at 717-477-1543, and for the men's office, call 717-477-1449. In indoor track news, sophomore Herman Kirkland was named the PSAC Indoor Field Athlete of the Week. Kirkland had an impressive showing at an invitational at Bucknell last week by winning the long jump. It's the second time in 2 weeks Kirkland has received the recognition. So it seems the men's basketball team, they just can't seem to catch a break, guys. But I'm hoping this weekend, Cheney's coming in this Saturday, and there's a good chance that they could possibly, both teams could beat the Wolves. Both Wolf teams are struggling as the season has gone on. So hopefully the men can break their losing streak in that game.
Yep, well, hopefully. And that's all we have for SUTV News tonight. I'm Casey Peel.
And I'm Amanda Peterson. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to check us out on facebook.com/SUTV News. We'll see you next time.